This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from the DW Stadium, where it finished Wigan Athletic 2,
Millwall 1.
Millwall 1.
In a League One battle.
Yeah, it felt like a League One match today. It was. It's difficult. It's difficult to do a drive home today. There's no getting around it. It was bad enough on Tuesday night, but today feels even worse.
We actually had a chance on Tuesday night. We basically have.
Oh, you mean the chance for the playoffs?
Yeah.
We seemed to have forgotten how to play football. The players put themselves about enough, and now there is a disconnect between the fans and the players, which is massively detrimental to everyone around. But as a fan, you're just really disappointed and frustrated. I'm sure the players are as well, and that kind of bowls over.
Especially after what a season we've had as well.
Because we just looked so bad. There's no getting around it. We looked so bad. We just could not string two. Yeah, we could not string two passes together, and Wigan looked absolutely dreadful. But they were obviously trying to stay in the league and put the bodies on the line. But they played the better football today. There's absolutely no getting around it. Wigan deserved to win the match. We didn't have a meaningful shot on goal in the 90 minutes.
Except from our goal.
Well, which wasn't a shot on goal, it was just a tap in.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, put your comments in below. Stick a like on the video, and if you're not subscribed, I'm sure most of you are, but if you're not subscribed, get yourself subscribed. We've still got the drive to Blackpool next Friday. I can't wait for that bad boy.
Especially as we basically don't have a chance anymore, so
no, we don't.
It's going to be fun.
We started off with one change from the lineup on Tuesday, which absolutely baffled me from the start. It didn't work on Tuesday, so let's try it again today. George Long in goal, a back four, Danny McNamara, Sean Hutchinson, Jake Cooper and Scott Malone, George Saville, Billy Mitchell. Right midfield was Burke, left midfield was Callum Styles, and Fleming was in behind Tom Bradshaw.
Who for the first time didn't really look alive in that game.
Just none of them did. They looked tired. They looked, but like I said, they looked completely bereft of confidence. It was the same pass. It was Cooper to Hutch, Hutch to Cooper, Cooper to Hutch, long ball, lose the ball, back at us. Rinse and repeat the whole entire game. And it baffled me. You think you've got to try and do something different. Anyway, let me go through the goals. It was Wigan took the lead from the first chance of the game. It was a ball down their right, cross shot into the box. Longy has got to it, but he spilled it right to the feet again.
He's either got to catch it or hit it as hard as he can away.
But he spilled it right to the feet of Keane, and Keane's just kind of. I don't think he's fully got a good contact on it, but it's kind of flicked up over Long and got into the back of the net to put them 1-0 up. I think they banged their drum a few times because of it. Yeah.
Again, the most pointless thing at a football game.
They created the second chance of the game. Again, right through the middle of our team, edge of the box. He's got a good chance. He takes it just to the edge of the box and then hits the ball wide of the post. It was a woeful finish. Should have put them 2-0 up. And then, like I said, we weren't creating anything, but the one time we played the ball on the floor, some really good interplay. The ball goes out to Styles. Styles does a lovely ball into Bradshaw, who makes a really good run in behind.
Who plays it backwards,
square pass into George Saville, who's made a good run into the box, and all he has to do is tap the ball home to make it 1-1.
And I think Saville's celebration showed how much that goal meant to Saville, because he was proper celebrating.
Yeah, it meant a lot to him, but also I would say that, I think Scott Malone has set off to the fans, because like I said, we were starting to get really edgy as fans. Well, I was starting to get annoyed because we just weren't playing football, and then we started to play football and it looked half decent.
Yeah. And then we stopped playing football again.
Yeah, you would hope that would have kicked us on. We did have a chance just after that, where the only thing Burke done right in the game is taking the ball down the right wing and fizzed it across the goal, and nearly Styles puts it in at the back post. It could have put us 2-1 up.
If it's someone taller, I think they're getting that, because
potentially.
It was so close.
He did put it. It was close, but he did really fizz it across.
Yeah.
And that was it. We might as well have just put the ball in the back of put it in the back of our own net at that stage and go home, because we did not do anything after that. Absolutely creating nothing. We just seemed to keep playing it around the back, and then played it to Danny Mack or Scott Malone, who had, it seemed like 2 or 3 players in front of them and nowhere to pass the ball. They just seemed to, it seemed to be very, very easy to play against us. So you've got to change it up. As a coach, you change that up, but no, we didn't change it up at all. We just continued with the same formation, with the same players on for most of the game, and it felt inevitable that Wigan were going to get a goal. Not that they created anything, to be honest. They were equally as poor as us.
They just looked more dangerous.
Well, yeah, it's hard to not look more dangerous than us, because we looked completely ineffectual. And eventually it came down the right. They had a 3-on-2. I think it was from either free kick or one of our corners. He's done really well, got to the edge of the box, and he's cut it back to about 15 yards out, completely unmarked. Obviously, like I said, they had the 3-on-2, they made the most of it, and he's curled it into the bottom right-hand corner. It was a good finish from the lads, put them 2-1 up.
He's hit it well.
And that might well be their last goal in the Championship, because they're more likely going to go down. So fortunately, we won't have to go all the way back to Wigan next season, which is the only benefit of the game.
Yeah.
Mason Bennett came on, SA came on too late as far as I'm concerned, but it doesn't really matter what players are on the pitch when there seems to be no kind of setup of play. There seems to be no ideas.
There was no energy.
Yeah, there's no energy either. I think the players have got as far as they possibly could get us. Yeah. But to be in the playoffs, and still technically we are sitting in 6th position, to have the run that we've had, it's just
as a team that we are, we're not a playoff chasing. We're not normally that type of team.
It was there. It was the opportunity was available to us, and next season, as with Millwall, as it works, next season could quite easily be a relegation season. We're starting to fighting to stay out. We're more than likely to lose Ian Fleming.
Yep.
And there's very, very little offensive quality in that team. To not strengthen in January has been the biggest ridiculous. To bring in Watmore and Burke was just not good enough. It was just not good enough. Yeah, but the Nesbitt deal not going over the line has proved absolutely fatal, and we're going to have to. Berylson's going to have to put his money, put his hand in his pocket, which he has done really well. And this is no criticism of the chairman, because he's kept us afloat. Yeah. But to give us any kind of team to push for the top half of the table next year, and you know, I'll be very, very, very surprised if we have the same manager. God knows who we're going to get in, but that has to change. Like I said, we will go again. Did you have a man? You said George Saville was your man of the match.
I said George Saville because he run. Unlike most other players.
We just didn't have a player that wanted to take a player on. That was the biggest thing. But yeah, Saville worked all right. I don't think you can give it to any one of those players. I just hope the players don't lose contact with the fans. I hope they don't lose that connection with the fans. Yeah, they got booed and got criticised at the end, and I know that's hard to take, but they've got to stay positive, as positive as they possibly can, and see out the next 2 games. We need a performance at Blackpool. I don't give a crap about the playoffs, but there's plenty of fans going up there, including ourselves, and we need to put in a better performance than that today, because
Blackpool and Blackburn, we just need to win. We need to
put in a performance. I don't care about the result. Now I want to see us play some decent football, because that today was just not good enough in any way, shape or form. I don't have a man of the match, but we'll see you again after the game next Friday. There is only one way we can end the video. We've got about 3.5 hours left of the drive. Oh, we're delusional. Thank you very much if you've got to the end. There's only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
And James McLean, you're a prick.